Can a family really sacrifice one child for the sake of another? I am the oldest child in my family. Growing up, one specific narrative was drilled into my head. You are the oldest, and you have to sacrifice everything for your younger brother, Leo. Leo was the golden child. In my parents' eyes, he was the genius, the chosen one, the one who deserved the best of everything. When I graduated high school with top honors, I got accepted into my dream engineering program. I was ecstatic, but that joy lasted about 5 minutes. That same evening, my dad called a family meeting. He sat me down and said, "Look, engineering school is too expensive, and we need to save that money to put Leo through a private academy to secure his future. We need you to pass on university, get a job, and help us pay for the house and Leo's tuition." I looked at my mom, hoping she'd stand up for me. Instead, she avoided eye contact and said, "You're the man of the house after your father. Your little brother is our future." Leo just sat there, glued to his phone, not even bothering to look up or say thank you. It felt like a physical punch to the gut. All my dreams vanished in a second. I had no choice but to work 2 exhausting jobs, one as a delivery driver and another at a shipping warehouse. I would come home at dawn, my body literally shaking from exhaustion, only to find my family laughing and chilling, with Leo flexing his new clothes and the latest iPhone, all bought with my sweat and blood. Nobody ever said thank you. Instead, I was treated like a paycheck. If I was even a few dollars short 1 month, they would call me selfish and accuse me of trying to ruin my brother's future. This went on for 3 miserable years until I finally snapped. One night, I found out Leo had taken my debit card and drained a huge chunk of my savings just to go on a lavish trip with his friends. When I confronted him, he screamed in my face, "So what? You're just a basic blue-collar worker. Your only job in life is to provide for me." My dad didn't even discipline him. He just turned to me and said, "Don't raise your voice at your brother. The money you make belongs to this family, not just you." That was the final straw. That exact night, I packed my bags in complete silence. I walked out of the house at 3 a.m. and never looked back. I changed my phone number, moved to a completely different city, and cut them off entirely. I started from absolute zero. I worked hard, took free online coding boot camps at night, and eventually saved enough for certified courses. I grinded for years until I managed to build my own small software development firm. I got married, bought a house, and built the life I actually deserved, far away from their toxicity. 8 long years passed without a single word from them, until last week. I was sitting in my office when my assistant buzzed in, sounding worried. She said there was a family at reception refusing to leave, claiming they were my parents. My heart skipped a beat. I told her to let them in. My mom and dad walked in, looking incredibly aged, exhausted, and broken. Behind them slouched Leo. He looked completely defeated, unable to even meet my gaze. I sat back in my chair, completely calm. I didn't even stand up to greet them. My mom looked at me, burst into tears, and said, "Son, we finally found you. We've been looking for years. We are going through a catastrophic crisis." And boy, was it a crisis. Leo, the future of the family that they sacrificed my life for, had flunked out of university in his 2nd year due to sheer laziness. It gets worse. He got involved in some shady, failed business schemes and piled up massive, crippling debt. My dad had to sell the family home just to pay off a fraction of it, and now they were facing eviction from the cheap apartment they were renting. My dad looked at me with tears welling up and said, "You are our oldest son. You're successful and wealthy now. Your brother needs a massive amount of money to keep him out of legal trouble, and we need a place to live. Please, son, save your family." I looked at Leo. The same guy who years ago screamed that I was just a tool to serve him. Now, he couldn't even look me in the eye. I took a deep breath, stood up, and said in a calm, cold voice, 8 years ago, I sat with you in a room and begged you to just let me get an education. You told me I was just a machine to make money, and that Leo was your future. Well, go ask your future for help now. I am not your family. Real family wouldn't let me go to sleep hungry and broken just to build up someone else. I signaled security to escort them out. My mom was sobbing and screaming my name, while my dad called me ungrateful and heartless as they were led away. Once the door closed, I sat back down. For the first time in my life, I felt a massive weight lift off my shoulders. Some of my friends say I was too harsh and should have at least helped my parents, but I feel like this was poetic justice. Am I the asshole here?